Hey, it's just so Trish, and it is week 22 of homeschool. So forgive me for my scratchy throat clearing voice. Oh my goodness, the weather here and all of the whole, like, I don't know, it's wet, it's cold, it's wet, it's hot. It isn't going well for me. Not at all. All right, so it's week 22. This is the last week of the free trial of Monarch. So after this week, if we continue on, which we probably will, we will either need to buy curriculum or we will be doing the $70 subscription. So I got a feeling we're going to do the $70 subscription. And then from there, move to eventually purchasing the Switched on Schoolhouse and going that route. I will tell you, there is no perfect curriculum. I'm really guilty of looking for the perfect curriculum, and you're never going to be 100% satisfied with anything you get. If you are, leave me a comment because you are out of the norm. And awesome for you. I like the convenience that Switched on Schoolhouse Monarch is giving me. I enjoy the ability to keep my children engaged. But there's some things in it I don't really care for the way it's done. But at the same time, I'm like, well, it's better than if I did nothing. So I try to keep that in mind. And I'm just like, well, let's just do it and see how it works. I don't think it's optimal. One of them is I don't really care for the way they do spelling. And I have two options. I can continue on, which is what I'm doing right now, and use their spelling, or I can actually go and unassign all the spelling work within the books, and I can get like a, I could just use the spelling out of here. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I might do it. One of the things, I'm playing around with the idea of making notes. This is a draft. I will tell you, this is a draft. I did one. It was cumbersome. But one of the general blah, blah, blah. You can see it's rough, isn't it? One of the general conversations is about children taking notes and teaching them to take notes. That rooster, I swear, has to be at my window crowing. I know it's morning. Completely know it. Anyways, so about taking notes and teaching them how to, just like in the least write the goals. And there's a lot of different conversations across the internet about teaching children to take notes by using Switched on Schoolhouse or Monarch. It could even go into the life packs. And so I've been kind of debating on typing up just kind of 1-page notes per lesson and giving them space to, giving them the example to understand what is, should be recorded, and then giving them space to write what is wrong. So then I don't have paper over here. And then this eliminates all the printing. Of course, this also requires mom to be connected into the schoolwork, which is good. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't like this part. I don't like that part, which is bad. So I don't know. I have drafted one up. So kind of like, here's the idea that I was going for. I was making my font big just because they are little guys. And so like, I'll pull out one page. I only did one unit, like of language arts, 300. And my thought is if I go this route, I would just try to stay one unit ahead of them in each subject. So last night, it took me most of the day. I did 3 units in language arts for each kid. So, I'm typing out and I'm making sure, and I'm using 2 different fonts just to give eye discrimination for them. So I always am writing down like the unit. I'm writing down, that this is. Now, if you go into, the reason it says 2 and it doesn't say 1 is if you go into the list of all the different sections in there, they actually have them numbered. So I numbered them for my benefit and nobody else's. And I wrote the goal. I wrote the vocabulary and the vocabulary words. And then I'm thinking the words they do not know or the definitions they do not know, they would highlight that so that they would know. But yet at the same time, I'm giving them boxes like for them to draw the spelling symbol, for them to draw the reading symbol that's covered in the first one. And then like this one, we're talking about vowels and consonants. So I'd be like, hey, highlight the consonants maybe pink and do all the pink ones, and highlight the vowels yellow and do all the yellow ones so you can see it. And then in the back, giving them lined paper. So I might write the questions and answers to the questions you got wrong or that you missed. So it's kind of giving them all in one page. They have a reference. They're not going back into the computer to try to remember what they knew. Kind of deal, liking that. It was cumbersome for me, but I had a good idea about what they're actually going, which of course made me kind of like, oh, I don't really care for your spelling. The nice part is I figured at any one time between the 3 kids, we're only between 10 different units. So with that, it would, like every 3 to 4 weeks, I would have to have 10 new units out. So I could really get it. I could get it done and stay on top of them. It is cumbersome. I'm not going to lie. It was a bit cumbersome to do it, but at the same time, it is, I feel like it would teach them. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence. I did 1 set or, 3 units of language arts. I feel like it will begin to discriminate for them, like what is important to record and to take notes and to see the examples of how to take notes because your mama did it for you. So I think the first few units, I would just kind of do a complete where they kind of write in, and then over time, as they move on, I would begin eliminating some of the words, and so that they need to fill in the blank as they go. So it begins getting them trained to take notes. Was one of the things I was thinking about doing. And then I don't know if I'd just print out the whole unit at a time. So I don't know. I'm playing with this. If you've done something similar to this, leave me a comment. No, they're not for sale. I don't think they're quite good enough for that. I don't know if that'd be copyright infringement, because I'm sure I'd get asked that. I don't know. But I definitely wouldn't mind collaborating. If you are doing the same, maybe we can switch out some units. That would be nice. So I have been doing, I did that yesterday. And we'll see how that works, if that will make things easier for them to retain and keep notes and so forth. The other thing I really love, I got to share this. So if you've seen this in the background, this is drawing map skills. And it was, let me get a better video shot of it. There you go. So this was the History and Geography Level 300 Unit 1 project was draw a map. And do you not love the little pictures? So I actually found, if you're doing that, that's just a poster board washi tape. And I found these awesome printables right there at Mama's Learning Corner. I thought they were adorable. There's tons. She had tons. So you could do tons of mock cities and stuff. I actually took these and then reduced them down to 50% because we'd only get 1 block in of the neighborhood because they were so big. So we shrunk them down so we could fit everything and put the post office and churches and things that are in our neighborhood. And it was quite fun. The crazy part was it was Bubba and Lottie's, but Katie was like, let's get this done. She was very interested in it, and she enjoyed the process, where the other 2 are like, nah. But, and that's the fun part of homeschooling that we got going on. The other one, I got to do a shout out. I didn't mean to be 9 minutes into this to do a shout out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kay at Shem Homeschool Academy has just done a review on the Simple Plan by Mardel for the next year. And I just got to tell you, the colors are incredible. They're absolutely incredible. So there's her video that she posted today. A little shout out to Kay for doing that. It's got me like, oh my goodness, I could get that. And I don't have a desire to recover the whole thing. So that could be like freedom. So, go check her video out. She does a very thorough job of everything that's in it. So you kind of get a page by page flip. But I love the color scheme. So it has me excited. Also, if you are a Florida homeschooler, if you're FPEA, I want to do a meet and greet. I have a video on there here about that. Trying to make plans. It's not till the end of May, and I know we're just in February, but it will be here before you know it. So I want to definitely make plans if to get a collab going. A meet and greet. Let's go, down to the thing and let's go meet each other, and maybe we can plan some stuff out. And if you're just a viewer that's in Florida, let's still meet and greet. It'll be awesome. So I'm planning that and just trying to get our school days. One thing I don't know if you've noticed, like I got a new backdrop. I'm hanging out in the mudroom. I need to do a little video on this. We have been using the mudroom as internal storage for the last almost 2 years because we hadn't unpacked, because that's what happens when you move somewhere and you get pregnant in 2 months. You don't unpack and then you clap on postpartum depression. So I just unpacked. It is a very multi-use room, and by no means is it a classroom only. I did, this back here is actually, I'll show you, are the metal cabinets, or the metal like shelving. Look, see it? The metal shelving. And, it's my overflow pantry because I don't have a pantry. This is the chalkboard tablecloth. I bought the 102 inch to the 10, or the 120, I don't know, 102, 120, whatever it is, inch. And I got that at Walmart after Christmas, so it was half off. So I think this was like $5. I thought I could use the chalk on it. It didn't work out because I was going to be like, just so Trish, and make a cool backdrop. It didn't work. But nonetheless, it's kind of nice. It does eliminate some of the visual clutter. And then I got bookshelves over there. So I might do another little like, hey, update to a homeschool room. I would love to say update to the homeschool building, the homeschool house. But it's not there yet. One of the things we're running into, I finally have power to it. But the only wiring my husband has made the time to do is to run the electric to the lights, but not run electric to the heating and cooling. And blessed being in Florida, you are either sweating or shivering. So the climate control has not been optimal out there to make space to settle in and start working out there. So I haven't even gotten it ready. I'm just like in a holding pattern. Then the other aspect is we're using the internet for Monarch, and I don't have internet out there. So either I have to get internet running out there, or I need to switch to computers with the computer-based program to get out there. So, but it's been working out nice. I've like, it's a mess already. It's already a mess. I don't understand that. It's apparently the style of my life. Everything's going to be a mess. But, it's not bad. I've been doing a lot of sewing out there, which is nice because I haven't had a chance to sew. And once I get it set up, I think I'm going to have a mommy retreat out there. Like a Friday night mommy retreat. Like, let's get together and do mommy things. Like, kind of scrapbook-ish things. I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking. But, anyway, I'm going to call that a day. Apparently, I'm hoarse. I hope you're enjoying my curriculum review videos. I don't want to bog my channel down with too many at one time. But I need to start selling some of my curriculum I don't use. And then I'm always like, let's get rid of this. And then I'm like, ooh, do I really want to get rid of that? So I don't know. I'm kind of wishy-washy on that one. Working it out, trying to figure out how to go. So anyways, sorry for the sexy, growly, nasally voice. I better go. They're coming for me. Peace out.